And breaking developments, of course, coming in this hour. As per our sources, Amit Shah is likely to retain the Home Ministry, while Rajnath Singh will retain the Defence Ministry, and Nitin Gadkari will retain the Surface Transport and Highways Ministry. These are source-based developments coming in this evening. Also, sources tell us that Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be given the Ministry of Agriculture and Panchayati Raj as well as Rural Development in the central government. Sources also telling us that Ashwini Vaishnav will be given charge of the INB Ministry, that's the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Meanwhile, S. Jaishankar is likely to retain the External Affairs Ministry as per our sources. Big breaking developments coming in. So as per our sources, the big ministries are likely to remain unchanged in the Modi 3.0 government as well.
Yes, Uday, that's good. Thank you for your
yes, these of course are the big developments coming in this hour. Sources are telling us that the Surface and Transport Ministry is likely to be given to Nitin Gadkari once again. He is likely to retain that ministry. He of course had it in the Modi 2.0 government as well. Rajnath Singh will be getting the Defence Ministry once again. That's what our sources are telling us. Amit Shah is likely to become the Home Minister once again. Sources of course also telling us that Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be handed the Ministry of Agriculture. Remember, of course, he's a new entrant in this government, and Shivraj Singh Chauhan is likely to be handed the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Also, we are being told through our sources that S. Jaishankar is likely to retain the External Affairs Ministry. Sources also telling us that Ashwini Vaishnav will be given charge of the INB Ministry. Let me bring in Ashif Iqbal for more details on this story. Ashif, big source-based developments coming in. What are your sources telling you? Who gets what in Modi 3.0? Are you able to hear me, Ashif? Okay, I think we're having problems there with that connection. So these, of course, are the big developments we are tracking for you. The main ministers, of course, staying constant, retaining the big five, if we can call them that. That is, of course, Home, Defence, Finance, External Affairs, and Highways and Surface Transport likely to be unchanged. Of course, we're learning that Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be getting Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. We're also learning through our sources that Ashwini Vaishnav will be getting INB. So these are the big developments coming in. We are, of course, tracking the portfolio distribution for you. Sources, of course, telling us that the big 4 or 5 are likely to remain unchanged. Anand Singh is joining us now on the broadcast for more details on this story. Anand, what are your sources telling you? Who gets what in Modi 3.0?
Yeah, first of all, we have got to know that the top 5 ministers of the Narendra Modi 3.0 government are going to be repeated once again in this tenure as Home Minister Amit Shah, who earlier used to handle the portfolio of the Ministry of Home. So he will be repeating his tenure as Home Minister once again in Narendra Modi 3.0 government. Whereas if we talk about Nitin Gadkari, then he will be also repeating his tenure because he has done a stellar job as per the government sources and the kind of network of expressways and highways that he has taken up. So he has been rewarded for all his hard work that he has given into the Ministry of Road and Transport Highways. So beside Gadkari now, Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is also the External Affairs Minister, is going to be repeated. Whereas apart from him, Rajnath Singh, who is currently the Defence Minister, will also be repeated in the same ministry. So these are the 5 big names that the government is going to repeat. Whereas if we talk about former CM of Haryana, Manohar Lal Khattar, who won from Haryana this time, he has been given the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. So he will be replacing Hardeep Singh Puri as of now. Back to you.
Absolutely. So these, of course, are the big breaking developments. Also, meanwhile, through our sources, we are getting word that Ashwini Vaishnav is likely to be the INB Minister. Anand, we are also learning that the important portfolio of agriculture and rural development goes to Shivraj Singh Chauhan. A big decision on agriculture was, of course, taken by the PM today itself. So Agriculture Minister becomes Shivraj Singh Chauhan. That's what sources are telling us. INB Ministry, which is also an important ministry, goes to Ashwini Vaishnav. So, Anand, is that correct?
Yeah, as per our sources, we have got the information that Ashwini Vaishnav, who earlier handled Ministry of Railways and IT, so he will be now heading the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, as Anurag Thakur has been dropped from this current ministry, and he has not taken oath yesterday during the swearing-in ceremony. So we have learned from our sources that Vaishnav, a former bureaucrat turned politician, and who led the railways from the front even during the Balasore train accident, when we saw that how he led from the front, he remained at the accident site and he was available for around 72 hours continuously, and he worked with the railway people over there. So he impressed Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and now he has been given the charge of information and broadcasting. Similarly, if we talk about Shivraj Singh Chauhan, he has been given a very big role as for rural development and Panchayati Raj. So looking at the experience in which Shivraj Singh Chauhan has led in Madhya Pradesh, he has been several times Chief Minister and he has led the BJP government over there. Looking at his connect with the rural people, and as he is also popularly known as Mama, so he has been given the role of Ministry of Rural and Agriculture, looking at the kind of connect that he has got with the farmers. So earlier that role was being looked by Narendra Singh Tomar. However, he has been replaced by Shivraj Singh Chauhan this time. Back to you.
So another minister from Madhya Pradesh. Now let's talk about health. Let's talk about HRD. Who gets health? Who gets HRD? What are your sources telling you, Anand? What about the allies? Which portfolios are they getting?
Yeah, if we talk about health portfolio, then JP Nadda is going to make a comeback as health minister once again, and he will be replacing Mansukh Mandavia. So this is the big development, as in the Narendra Modi NDA one government that came to power in 2014. Nadda had held that position, but after he was made the BJP chief and he was assigned the work to look after the party works, so he had left that post, he had resigned from the post of health minister. But now in Modi 3.0 government, he has been brought back as health minister. And if we talk about our sources, then Piyush Goyal is going to make a comeback as a minister once again, as Vanij Mantralaya, Corporate Affairs Ministry, and even Kiran Rijiju will get new ministry this time. So these are the current information that we are getting as per our sources. Back to you.
Yes, absolutely. Also, of course, it will be interesting to note what the portfolio of ML Khattar, of course, is. Okay, ML Khattar gets power and housing and urban affairs is what you're telling us. Also, as far as Chirag Paswan is concerned, he's a young debutant. He's, of course, become cabinet rank. Do we know what he's getting, Anand?
Yeah, even if we talk about Chirag Paswan, it is being said as per our sources that he will be getting youth and sports ministry. Looking at his young age and the way in which he has performed and his party has performed, giving a strike rate of 100 on all the 5 seats that he contested in this Lok Sabha election. So looking at the stellar performance of his party, the BJP has rewarded him with the youth and sports ministry quota. So he will be now looking after the youth and sports ministry. So this is the portfolio that we have learned from our sources that Chirag Paswan will be handling in the Modi 3.0 government. Back to you.
Okay. Also, we are learning through our sources that civil aviation could go to the TDP. That means Ram Mohan Naidu is likely to get civil aviation. Is that correct? That's another key ally of the BJP.
Yeah, Jyotiraditya Scindia, who also took oath yesterday, he was earlier handling the civil aviation ministry. But as per our sources, now this portfolio is being going to Ram Mohan Naidu, who took oath yesterday as a minister. So the civil aviation ministry will be going to him. So this is what we have learned from our sources. And remember, TDP is one of the biggest allies of the BJP, as it has helped in the formation of the NDA 3.0 government at the center that took oath yesterday. Back to you.
Okay. Also, do we know what the JDU is getting? The JDU has, of course, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, Lalan Singh as cabinet minister. Do we know what they are getting yet, Anand?
As far as if we talk about JDU, we tried to contact several of our people over there. However, they have remained silent. They are watching what are the portfolios that the JDU is getting, as there were several of the leaders.
Okay, so we don't know what the JDU is getting just yet. But as far as HAM is concerned, we believe Jitin Ram Manjhi is probably getting the MSME ministry. Anand Singh?
Yeah, the Jitin Ram Manjhi led HAMS, the Hindustani Awam Morcha Secular, is getting MSME portfolio. This is what we have learned from our sources, and this is a very big surprise for the HAM chief who led from the front, and he won from Gaya, as he had made several flip-flops earlier between Grand Alliance in Bihar and between the NDA. So this time he stood with his ground and he backed the NDA completely, and he has been rewarded for what he has because he won from the Gaya reserved seat in Bihar, and then he has been given the portfolio of MSME in Modi 3.0 government. Back to you.
Okay, what about now the other senior members of Modi 2.2, of course, have been repeated this time as well. If we talk about Jyotiraditya Scindia, if we talk about Prahlad Joshi, if we talk about Kiran Rijiju, if we talk about Dharmendra Pradhan, if we talk about Piyush Goyal, do we know through our sources what their portfolios are? Anand?
Yeah, if we talk about some of the big faces, it is Jyotiraditya Scindia who will be given the charge of telecom ministry. Remember, this is one of the ministries which is very important to the government, as there are several key decisions that the government has taken in the last 10 years. So Jyotiraditya Scindia, who was earlier leading the civil aviation ministry, is now been shifted to telecom ministry. This is what we have learned from our sources, and beside the information and broadcasting portfolio, Ashwini Vaishnaw is going to retain the railways portfolio as well in Narendra Modi 3.0 government. So this is a big decision that the Modi government has taken, and beside these people there are several other names that is coming to the fore, those who are being provided. But however, as we could not speak to them, even some of the people were unavailable, so we couldn't take their comments. So we are waiting for more confirmation on more names as of now. Back to you.
Yes, meanwhile we're also learning that perhaps the Jal Shakti ministry could go to C.R. Patil, the new entrant in the Modi government. Jal Shakti is also an important ministry. It has, of course, the Har Ghar Nal Yojana, something which the Modi government is very proud of. Jal Shakti likely to go to the Gujarat face, C.R. Patil. Is that correct, Anand?
Yeah, our sources have informed us that C.R. Patil is going to lead the Jal Sansadhan ministry, as earlier it was Gajendra Singh Shekhawat who was handling this ministry. And remember, one of the ambitious programs of the Modi government is providing tap water to every household. So this is one of the area which the Narendra Modi government has taken up very seriously in its last tenure. And we have seen how Gajendra Singh Shekhawat was also instrumental in taking all the works of the Jal Sansadhan ministry, and now this portfolio has been allocated to C.R. Patil. Whereas if we talk about Hardeep Singh Puri, who earlier used to handle the urban development ministry, now he is being given the portfolio of petroleum ministry.
Yeah, so this he's had that too. He's had that too. He of course was housing and urban development, but he was also petroleum and natural gas minister in that Modi 2.0 government. There's a portfolio, of course, that Dharmendra Pradhan had in the Modi 1.0 government. So Hardeep Puri continues in petroleum and natural gas. Housing and urban affairs gets taken away and of course goes to ML Khattar through us. That's what we're learning through our sources. So Hardeep Puri keeps petroleum, natural gas. Meanwhile, Bhupendra Yadav continues with the environment. Is that correct, Anand?
Yeah, as far as Bhupendra Yadav is concerned, he has continued with the Environment Ministry, and now he will be looking after the work that he has done in last 5 years. And he is one of the very close aides of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. So both of the senior leaders of the BJP, they have reposed their faith in Bhupendra Yadav, who is a very senior functionary of the BJP too. So he has retained the portfolio of Ministry of Forest and Environment. Back to you.
Yes, also now the big question over who gets railways, who gets law, Anand. Do we know yet?
Yeah, Ashwini Vaishnaw, as far as our sources are indicating, that he is going to retain the railways. And remember, it was Ashwini Vaishnaw who had led from the front even during the Balasore train accident that we just mentioned earlier, that how his work had surprised many of his critics, even when he stood on the ground at the accident site, and he did not leave the ground for around 72 hours, and he worked tirelessly with all the rescue workers and all the railway staff over there. So he has been rewarded, and there are several other things that we would like to remind our viewers, that how under Ashwini Vaishnaw, the train 18, which Vande Bharat Express was there, which earlier used to be the only sitting capacity train, is now being brought into the sleeper version as well. And even there are several other projects of the railways that are going up at a very fast pace. So Narendra Modi government is not trying to ruin the pace that the Ashwini Vaishnaw led ministry has got in last 5 years. So they are banking on Ashwini Vaishnaw's face as railway.
So Ashwini Vaishnaw likely to get dual charge, railways and INB.
Yeah. True. It's true that Railway Ministry and Information and Broadcasting Ministry, both the portfolio will remain with Ashwini Vaishnaw, as he is one of the very senior leaders of the BJP. He is a bureaucrat turned politician. He knows the technicalities of several issues, and he keeps all the important things in front of the Prime Minister very well. So these are the things that has been kept in the that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has kept in his mind while allocating the portfolio once again to several of the leaders in BJP and its ally partners.
Okay, we're learning now Giriraj Singh is likely to get textiles and Annapurna Devi is likely to become the Women and Child Development Minister. Anand, is this correct?
Yeah, as far as Annapurna Devi is concerned, she is going to get the Child Development Ministry, as this was the ministry which was earlier handled by Smriti Irani. Smriti Irani this time lost to KL Sharma in Amethi. So this portfolio went vacant, and she did not take the oath yesterday during the Narendra Modi 3.0 government swearing in ceremony that took place at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So a big charge has been given to Annapurna Devi, who comes from Jharkhand. A very big portfolio has been given to her, and beside her, we have also learned that how the charge of food processing ministry has also gone to Chirag Paswan. Now he has got two ministries beside sports and youth affairs and food processing ministry. So these are the two things that he has got. And if we talk about Giriraj Singh, he has been given the textile ministry charge this time in the Modi government. Back to you.
Okay. Also now, interestingly, we are learning through our sources that the portfolio for Piyush Goyal is also out. Piyush Goyal has also got his ministry. What is that? What are you learning? Piyush Goyal's ministry is likely to be in the Modi 3.0 government. Will it continue to be commerce and industry? He had textiles as well, but now that's gone to Giriraj Singh. What will his ministry be in Modi 3.2, Anand?
Yeah, Piyush Goyal has been allocated the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, that the one that he handled in the previous term of Modi government, and now as the textile ministry has been given allotted to Giriraj Singh. So Piyush Goyal will now be looking after the work of Commerce and Industry Minister portfolio. So again, Modi government, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and several of the senior BJP functionaries have reposed their faith in Piyush Goyal, who won from Mumbai this time after contesting in the Lok Sabha elections. Earlier he was elected as a Raj Sabha member in the parliament, and now this time he has won from Mumbai. So he has been once again given the charge of commerce and industry. Back to you.
Yes, and now, just taking our viewers through, of course, though the messaging of this reshuffle, of this exercise, of this appointments, rather not reshuffle, because this is the first official swearing in of the Modi cabinet for 3.0. But through the portfolio distribution, what is the main messaging? There is a bit of constants in, of course, rather continuity from the faces, the main portfolios from Modi 2.0, but also some interesting reshuffling of portfolios with an aim of better delivery and with an aim of good governance in 3.0. Isn't that, Anand? What's the messaging according to you?
Yeah, today even when the Prime Minister took charge at the Prime Minister's office, the first thing that he did and the first file that he signed was for the release of the amount for the 17th installment of PM Kisan scheme. So releasing of around the order for releasing around 20,000 crore for 9.3 crore farmers across the country, that gave a clear message that this government has prepared, has done its homework to deliver on the pro-poor plank that it has planned. And even during the first cabinet meeting that we saw that just ended right behind me at the residence of Prime Minister over here at 7 LKM. So we learned that how the PM Awas Yojana was extended for another 3 crore people of the country, those who are eligible for a PM Awas everywhere. So this is the kind of messaging that the BJP government has given, the NDA 3.0 government has given today, is that it's not going to stop and it is going to fulfill the promises that it has made, and it is the reason why some of the fresh faces have been inducted into the government this time, whereas it has repeated several of the senior ministers whose delivery and whose promising work and whose stellar work.
Okay, I've got the entire list now. I've got the official list now. Stay with us, Anand, stay with us. I've got the official list now. I just want to quickly apprise our viewers. The official communication has now come in from Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President of India has released the official list of the Council of Ministers for this third term of Narendra Modi. I'm going to quickly go across all the ministries and all the ministers now, including the Cabinet, Ministers of State Independent Charge and Ministers of State as well. So the Prime Minister, of course, continues to also hold Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievance and Pensions, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, and all important policy issues and all other portfolios not allocated to any minister. Now let's go through the list. Rajnath Singh continues to be Defence Minister of India for this tenure as well. Amit Shah continues to be Ministry of Home Affairs and also continues to be the Minister of Cooperation, Government of India. Nitin Jairam Gadkari continues to be Minister of Road Transport and Highways. So surface transport and highways, road transport and highways continues to be with Nitin Jairam Gadkari. Jagat Prakash Nadda, new entrant in Modi 3.0, has served in Modi 1.0. He was the health minister then and is going to continue as the Minister of Health and Family Welfare. But Jagat Prakash Nadda, apart from being the Minister of Health and Family Welfare, gets additional charge also as the Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizers. So two portfolios for Mr. Nadda, Health and Family Welfare as well as Chemicals and Fertilizers. Let me also quickly go across now to Shivraj Singh Chauhan's portfolios, new entrant in the Modi government. He is going to be the Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and also the Minister of Rural Development. Very important two portfolios given to Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Nirmala Sitharaman, she continues to be Minister of Finance and Minister of Corporate Affairs. So Nirmala Sitharaman keeps the finance ministry that she had in the Modi 2.0 government. Let's now tell you about Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar. Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar will also continue to be Minister of External Affairs as he was in the 2.0 government as well. Let me now tell you about Shri Manohar Lal Khattar. He is again a new entrant in this government. He gets two important portfolios as well. So ML Khattar gets Housing and Urban Affairs and Manohar Lalji also gets the Power Ministry as well. Let me tell you about H.D. Kumaraswamy now. H.D. Kumaraswamy, Chief of the JDS, again a former Chief Minister, new entrant in this Modi cabinet. He gets again two very important portfolios. So key allies being rewarded well by this government. Steel Minister is going to be H.D. Kumaraswamy and H.D. Kumaraswamy is going to be the Minister of Heavy Industries. Let me now tell you Piyush Goyal's ministry. Piyush Goyal will be Commerce and Industry Minister. That's what he was in Modi 2.0 government. Piyush Goyal continues to be Commerce and Industry Minister. Let's tell you about Dharmendra Pradhan. Dharmendra Pradhan also continues to be the Minister of Education. So continuity for Dharmendra Pradhan as well. He keeps the portfolio of HRD. He is going to be the Minister of Education that he was in the 2.0 government. Let's tell you about Jitin Ram Manjhi, a new entrant in the list. Jitin Ram Manjhi, another former Chief Minister, Chief of the HAM. He gets the MSME Ministry. That's the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Ministry. Jitin Ram Manjhi gets charge. Let's tell you now about Lallan Singh, the JDU face in the cabinet. Rajiv Ranjan Singh gets again two important ministries. Minister of Panchayati Raj and Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. These go to Rajiv Ranjan Singh urf Lallan Singh. So there's a pattern here. You're seeing key allies are being given two ministries. Let's tell you now about Shri Sarbanand Sonowal. Shri Sarbanand Sonowal, who of course again is a former Chief Minister. He was Modi 2.0 in the Modi 2.0 cabinet as well. He is going to be this time the Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Let's tell you now about Dr. Virendra Kumar. Dr. Virendra Kumar Khatik is of course from Madhya Pradesh. He was Minister in Modi 2.0 as well. He will be the Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment. So a lot of continuity as you're hearing the portfolios from me. Let's tell you now about a new entrant though now. Another new entrant from the TDP this time. That's K. Ramamohan Naidu, young face. Ramamohan Naidu gets the Civil Aviation Ministry. So Civil Aviation Minister will now be K. Ramamohan Naidu of the TDP. Shri Prahlad Joshi. Prahlad Joshi, of course, was Modi 2.2 government minister. He gets two important ministries in this government. So Prahlad Joshi is going to be the Minister for New and Renewable Energy. New and Renewable Energy goes to Prahlad Joshi. He is also going to be the Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. So Food, Public Distribution, Consumer Affairs, Prahlad Joshi. He is also Minister for New and Renewable Energy. Let's tell you now about Jewel Oram, the Odisha face. He was Modi 1.0 Minister, not Modi 2.0 Minister. Now again gets a spot in Modi 3.0. He's going to be the Minister for Tribal Affairs. Let's tell you about Giriraj Singh now. Giriraj Singh gets the Textiles Ministry. So Textiles Ministry goes to Giriraj Singh. Let's tell you now about Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav is a key face in this Modi cabinet because he's not got one, he's not got two, but he's got three important portfolios. So three portfolios go to Ashwini Vaishnav in the Modi 3.0 government. He's the Railways Minister. So continuity there. He continues to be the Railways Minister as he was in 2.0. But Ashwini Vaishnav gets additional charge of INB as well. So Information and Broadcasting Ministry goes to Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav also continues to be Electronics and IT Minister. He was that in Modi 2.0 as well. Let's tell you about Jyotiraditya M. Scindia. Jyotiraditya M. Scindia gets again two portfolios in this government. He was Minister of two portfolios in the last government too. He gets two portfolios, although two new ones for him. So Jyotiraditya Scindia will be Minister of Communications and he will be Minister of Development of Northeastern region as well. The Northeast focus has been important for the Modi cabinet. Well, the Donor Ministry, that's the Development of Northeastern region, goes to Mr. Scindia. Mr. Scindia also gets a Telecom Ministry, that's the Ministry of Communication. Let's tell you about Bhupendra Yadav now. Bhupendra Yadav, continuity for him. He was Environment Minister last time. He continues to be the Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So that's Bhupendra Yadav's portfolio. Let's tell you about Gajendra Shekhawat now. Gajendra Shekhawat gets two important ministries as well. A bit of a reshuffle there. Gajendra Shekhawat gets he's now the Minister of Tourism. Gajendra Singh Shekhawat is also the Minister of Culture. So he is of course the Rajasthan face. Rajasthan, a great place for tourism. Well, Mr. Shekhawat gets the portfolio of tourism and culture. Let's tell you about Annapurna Devi now. Annapurna Devi becomes Minister of Women and Child Development. Remember, she has been given a promotion this time. She was MOS, independent charge in the last government. She's of course got a promotion now to cabinet in this Sarkar. She is the Minister for Women and Child Development. So Women and Child Development goes to Annapurna Devi. Kiran Rijiju gets Parliamentary Affairs and Minority Affairs. So two portfolios for Kiran Rijiju, Parliamentary Affairs, and he is also the Minister for Minority Affairs. Let's tell you about Hardeep Singh Puri now. Hardeep Singh Puri, bit of continuity for him as well. One portfolio for Hardeep Singh Puri, that's Petroleum and Natural Gas. Important ministry there. Mansukh Mandavia. Dr. Mansukh Mandavia gets two portfolios. So Dr. Mansukh Mandavia is going to be the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports. Youth Affairs and Sports goes to Mansukh Mandavia, and Mansukh Mandavia gets the Labour and Employment Ministry as well. So Labour and Employment and Youth Affairs and Sports going to Dr. Mansukh Mandavia. Bit of a reshuffle for him. Let's tell you about G. Kishan Reddy now. G. Kishan Reddy, the face of Telangana in the Modi cabinet. He is now going to be again minister for two portfolios, Minister of Mines and also Minister of Coal. So coal and mines goes to G. Kishan Reddy. Let's tell you now about Chirag Paswan, the young entrant, the cabinet minister, the LJP Ramvilas chief. He gets food processing. Food processing industries ministry goes to Chirag Paswan. Let's tell you now about another new entrant in this cabinet, C.R. Patil from Gujarat. He becomes now the Minister of Jal Shakti, another important ministry under the Modi government. Jal Shakti, that this time goes to C.R. Patil. So those are the cabinet portfolios allocated.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.